If you want to support BGG, go to their website and become a user. Or you could go to the Board Game Geek YouTube website and like their video. Click subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell notification button. Or you could go to the Board Game Geek Store, where you'll find board games, promos, accessories, and more. At Chef Sweeter's Bakery, everybody's working flat out. We have to make huge and delicious cakes. Who will be the fastest baker? Will you be able to make the highest cake? Today in the store, it's cakes, mother meatballs. To set up cakes, we will take our bell card along with our bell and place it in the center of the table where everybody can reach it. Next, we will take our topping cubes and place that nearby the bell. Okay, next we are going to take our order cards here. As you can see, there's different size cakes, different numbers on them, and different syllable topping symbols. We'll get into all that in a second, but what we want to do is shuffle these and place them in the center of the table, near the pile of toppings, with space for a card to flip over. These are advanced cards. They suggest you do not use them in our first game. We are going to be using all 4 of them in the first game we're playing here. The rules say you could choose to use one or the other. We'll get into what they are in a few minutes, but shuffle them into the pile as well, if you choose to. If not, then skip this part. Next, get each player 1 plate card along with 10 of these frosting cards and 20 of these sponge cards. Return any unused components to the box and gently place it on the floor for later use. Okay, I would suggest that you bend these frosting cards so that they form a little L here, and place everything within easy reach of one hand. You'll see why in a few minutes when we get to the how to play. And that is it. You are ready to play cakes. Stay tuned for the how to play. Okay, let's learn to play cakes. The object of the game is to be the first person to have a cake that is 10 tiers high. Or if that doesn't work out, if this deck here gets depleted, which is our order cards, I'll get to it in a second. If that is depleted, whoever has the most points wins the game. And we'll see how that works in a second. Okay, like I said, these are order cake cards. Order cards for our cakes. Okay, there are basically 3 different types with a variant on each type. Okay, we have cake layers of 1, 2, or 3, as we can see here, and we have the cake layers of 1, 2, or 3 with the cherry on top, which is represented here by these topping tokens. Okay, the color of the cubes doesn't have to correspond with the cherry symbols. It could be any color it is. And we'll get into how this works in a second. Okay, now, whoever ate cake last will flip the first card over, and that will show the order we have to fulfill here. Okay, as you can see, it's 1 tier high, so each player will take their plate card, place it in one hand, and take their other hand, taking these sponge cards, placing it on the plate, topping it off with one of these frosting cards to make a tier. As you can see, I made 1 tier. I could claim this card if I'm the first one to do it. And to signal that, I would ring the bell. Okay, so I made the tier, rang the bell, I collect the card. Then I'd flip the next card over. As we can see, this is 2 tiers with a cherry on top. So we would take our cards here and make 2 more tiers on top of the one we had. This time, taking one of our topping cubes and placing it on top, and then ringing the bell. Okay, again, if I was the first one to do that, I would collect the card and flip a new card, and play would continue. Now, if at any time the cake topples, okay, players can continue to build their cake with the toppled pieces, or they can choose to level it off completely and start anew. Okay. If a player rings the bell and other players have not finished their cakes, then they would remove any unfinished parts of a layer until they get to a frosting tile on the bottom. Okay, there's 2 Thoughts here for strategy: either speed and more instability in your cakes toppling over, or going nice and slow, trying to be the first one to get to 10 tiers. You choose your strategy here. Play will continue like this. Players will draw new order cards, finish the tiers, ring the bell. If it topples, they try to rebuild, and that'll continue until either one person gets to 10 tiers high, or this order deck runs out, in which case players will add up the points of their cards up here in the top right, and whoever has the most points will win. However, if there's a tie, players will split that tie equally. Okay. Now, there are a couple cards here that I want to get into. It's an advanced variant, but they're really simple, so I just might as well cover them here instead of at the end there somewhere. The first one here is just 4 tiers tall. You get 4 points. Okay, this next one here, like I said, each player will be going around. They will have their own cakes going on. Alright, when this card is drawn, whoever takes a topping cube, places it on their cake, and then rings the bell first, gets the card and the point. Okay, now these guys here, depending on which card is drawn, you're simply swapping your cake with the player to your left or your right, again, depending on which card is drawn. You can use 1 or 2 or all 4 of these cards, just shuffle them in and play as normal. And that is basically it. That's all the rules to cake. So, let's get into the gameplay. Hey guys, Barry here. It's a little late, I know, to some arbitrary schedule I have in my head. But before we get into the gameplay, I just want to mention that Jen will be joining us on this gameplay, and we stopped if somebody's cakes collapsed. You normally wouldn't do that. We just did that for filming and clutter's sake. Like I said, in the gameplay, how to play video rather, you just continue going around. One falls, you just either pick up where you left off or start anew. All right, you wouldn't stop the game and straighten out like we did. That being said, let's get into the gameplay. What are we doing today, Jennifer?
Playing cakes.
Cakes by, who is this by? Juan Carlos Ruiz and Atanamo Games, Spanish company. So to play cakes, we'll be flipping over these cards, building cakes as high as we can to pick the right card, putting cherries on top, swapping. You'll see.
Cakes are not made this easily.
No. Jen is a cake decorator / manager / whatever. Alright. I'm debating on how to play the game. I'm playing the kids variant. Alright.
So should I play the kids
No,
variant?
we can't because we got this swap. Alright, so pick card. Let's go. Alright, 4 high.
So
3
that
high,
would be 3
rather.
high.
4 points.
So you use the cake boards and then put icing on top?
Yes, the first one to get to 10 high without falling wins the game, and then we add up the or ends the game, and then we add up the score. Or if the deck runs out, we stop the game and add up the score. Jen wins. So now I gotta take these 2 off because I did not finish a tier, I guess.
Yes, cakes are tiers.
Swap Jen.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, no, he's got a guy with the hands that don't work.
I build sturdy cakes, okay?
These are yours.
Actually, they're yours because I
don't want to mix them up.
Oh, you're not going to rebuild that?
No, well, give me one so it's 10 high. When one of these runs out, we'll know it's 10.
Oh, these were mine.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I got to flip a card. I got to pick my cake up first.
You got to pick a cake up. Come on, Miss Cake Decorator.
It does, I don't know that it gives me an advantage.
Yeah, you got hands at work. That gives you no
That's
advantage.
true.
Yeah. Go ahead. I think I know who's winning this game. Because she wins this game all the time. Even the kids beat me at this game.
That's because your hands don't work.
Yeah. Excuses. There's no excuses in games.
Okay, trying to take my cake out with your cake doesn't really work.
That's my strategy. How are you going?
I'm gonna lose this soon.
Good.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Oh jeez. Come on, Jen. You can do it. You can do it. No, you can't. You can do it. You can do it. Come on.
My base was wobbly.
Jen, your base is wobbly.
Didn't mean to yell there.
You should know you need a good foundation for it.
That foundation was yours.
And while she's playing around with that, I have to put a cherry on top. And I'm finally in the game. This ain't gonna end well.
No, does it ever?
Come on, the cake decorator. How do my hands move when I'm not moving?
See, I don't know the best way to hold the bottom layer.
Yeah, you know what? So this is whoever gets the first bell, Jen won it. Oops. Flip them upside down. Too high.
You're making me laugh. It's making my cake jiggle.
It's the whole strategy. I can't win physically. I'll beat you mentally.
See? You finally admitted you're so abusive to me. Wow.
Okay, you got that one?
Yes. So there are 2 ways to win, right? Did you say that?
I'm sure I will in the how to play and all that. But why don't you say now, Jennifer?
You can acquire the most points by getting the most cards completed, or be the first one to get to 10 layers. All right, I gotta take these off.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I knew that was coming.
This is gonna be fun.
Good luck, Bear.
You didn't even get it to me. You're sabotaging me.
Okay,
right,
here.
well,
Have your plate back.
Yeah, give me my plate back. All right. It should be like we're experienced technical difficulty side thing go up.
No, this is just the game.
Yeah. Okay.
I still have cards on the ground too.
All right. Well, I think the deck's gonna run out. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, one.
You cheated. Hold on, I gotta take that off.
How did I cheat?
You gotta leave that cable alone. Just gave me that one.
2.
You don't matter. My base is not very stable. This is gonna be falling. I think there's all the swap cards too, right?
Yeah, there's only 2. One to the right and one to the left.
Oh, I did not realize there was a direction.
Well, there's only 2 of us, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. 1 layer.
I had it.
Okay, you can have the card.
Son of a.
Yeah.
It's much easier when it's on the table.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ooh. 3 high. Can Jen get it? Let's see if it'll fall. Or will she be able to get it?
Well, Jen's kind of out of cards.
I'll take some of mine.
Yeah.
Come on, Jen. You can do it.
I got 2.
You can do it. Not this round. 2.
Oh, son of a. My icing hit it.
Your icing hit it.
Son of a biscuit.
Son of a biscuit. Get your chunk out of here.
See what happens when you get
See
cocky?
what happens? Alright, let's grab the cards at the floor.
I only have 15, 16, 17. But we're married, so.
What's mine is yours, what's yours is yours.
Yeah. You're so
right.
smart.
You want to get rid of them top two cheeses?
Well, I had cake on or icing on there, but sure, I will
it
start.
fell over. How'd you have icing on there? Flip.
Oh my god, 4.
4. Oh, this is that other advanced card. 1. 2. How is my hand shaking when I'm against the table holding it still?
Because you really want to eat cake. That's cheating, isn't it?
I can't help it, Jed.
That's fine. You got 2
3.
cards.
I know.
Okay.
I can't feel the separation. Oh, you don't do it. It's going to look like a Grinch tree in a minute.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Last round. 1 with a cherry on top. Did I get the Valentine?
Yeah, I will allow it.
Okay, so that was a messy show of
Here,
cakes.
this is yours.
This is mine. So that was the end of the game because the cards ran out. Nobody got the 10, which I've yet to see, actually. And now we add up the points. As you can see in the top of the right of the card, there's points. So I got 5, 9, 11, 13, 16, 20. What you got?
I have 30.
30. Gen 1. No big surprise. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for what we thinks. Okay, so Jen stuck around for the final thoughts on this one. The me thinks. I guess it would be we thinks. So I kind of glazed over it to get her out of here. She was in a rush. Had to go to sleep for the shift tomorrow, the next day. But I did want to mention that these sponge cards here come in different sets. So if you want to be anal about that, you can be, and match them. If not, just mix them up. I think that was a pretty cool thing they did there. And there are different frosting tiles here. So if you want to match them up, you could. Like I said, I kind of just glossed over the components on all that. I do like the artwork on the cakes. It's nice and clear, kind of cartoony. It's a kids game, so it would be natural for that. And the rule book, I glazed through that. This was very easy to read. It's only 3 pages for each language. There's a few languages in here, but it was very clear. And most it could be down to like 1 page, but there's a couple pictures in here explaining what the components are, and the cards in general. As for the game itself, I do enjoy this one. It's a kids game, like I said, but it's fun, and that's what matters to me. It may not matter to you. The gameplay may matter more to you than the fun factor, but this is just a silly, fun game. Everybody I have brought this to has enjoyed the game so far, especially the children, the neighbors across the street. So without any further ado, I'm sure Grumps would say, it's a kids game, but it's quick. It's 15 minutes, like the box says. It takes longer to actually pack it up than it does to play it. 5 and up, I believe it was, and I think she was 5 at the time, and the little girl across the street. and they ask to play this all the time. Unfortunately, I have cats. I can't bring them in here. The girl is allergic to the cats, so it's kind of tough, getting this to the table. We used to play outside in the summer, but the wind would get in the way sometimes. But I'm rambling now. Grumps would say this is a simple game, and it is. You be the judge. Here's what Jen and I think. Thanks. Okay, Jennifer.
Yes, Barry.
What did we play today?
We played cakes.
What do you think of cakes?
I like cakes.
You like cakes?
Yes.
I know you do. This is the one. When I said I'm not sponsored, Jen claimed one game. This is the game. This one's not going back. The other ones probably will or go donate. I don't know. I got to talk to Scott when this is over with.
Yeah, no, this stays.
Let's get into components, I guess. What you think about the artwork?
I like it. I mean, carrot cake, black forest. You got a chocolate orange. You got a cookies and cream. Yeah. I would call this one a unicorn cake.
Unicorn. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like cake.
You like cake?
Yes.
Yeah, she does a lot.
But I never bring you cake.
You're a cake snob too. All right, the rule book was it's basically 2 pages, 3 with the advanced cards, which we did play with, which are this 4-tier cake, the cherry, and then the reverse ones, which Jen brought to my attention that they have different directions. This is the first time we played with that.
I mean, that really only applies if you have more than 2 players.
Yeah. So it's basically 3 pages, but there are, I think, 4 or 5 different languages in here: German, Spanish, Italian. I saw English. Very clear, right? You read it.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to understand. Mm-hmm. Back to the variants. This is the first time I think I've played with all of them. I know this is the first time with these 2 cards. I can't remember with the other ones.
Because you play with the neighbor kids a lot, so you wouldn't play with those.
I may not just fudge the rules. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But this is interesting. This one's just beat the clock to get the cherry on top and be the first one to hit the bell. This one, as you can see, is the same value as the 3-tier, which I thought was kind of odd because it's a 4-tier cake. Thought it should be more point value. What do you think?
Yeah, I think 6 would be probably a good point value for that.
6, something like that.
You can always do house rules if you like.
Yeah, but this really isn't a game for keeping points. I mean, this really is not.
Although this game I did win by points.
Yeah, Jen will win by points. Anytime she can win, she will win. She'll make it a point to win, whether fairly or not. Sometimes.
Are you saying I'm a cheater?
No, I'm just saying you fudge the rules sometimes.
Okay.
There is a kid variant which we didn't get into. The kid variant is you just build it on the table instead of holding it in your hand, and you wouldn't use the toppings. I've played this probably. I know me and you played it at least a half a dozen times.
Yeah.
And I probably play with the kids a couple of them at least because they really enjoyed this. All 3 of them. 4? 4 of them. Yeah, 4. They really enjoyed this. I have issues with my hands, so I've yet to get to 10 high. I don't think anybody I've played with has.
I think I came close.
Came close. It only counts in horseshoes and handkerchiefs here.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I feel like I did once.
Maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Usually.
But then, immediate collapse.
Usually the deck runs out before that happens. Usually in my place. Could be wrong. Could be different for you. I don't know. You guys start your hands. I had it on the table and it was still shaking.
Well, your plate is the same as your icing, so it's not. Yeah. It's still flexible. So if you hold it like this or like this, like I hold it like this, so it bends a little.
Yeah.
If it was firmer, that might be a little easier.
Yeah, maybe. I can see it's just production. I mean, it's a kid.
Yeah.
Basically. I do like that they feel coated to me. I'm not 100% sure.
They're a nice thickness.
Yeah, they're not coated.
I don't know.
I thought they were. I have issues feeling things with my hand. But they are nice quality. I can feel the thickness. They're like Rhino Hero, that style game. It's the same style game with a little bit more challenging, I think, than Rhino Hero. The original. I don't know if there's any variants.
It's been a long time since I played that, so.
Yeah. Basically, a Rhino is the same thing, but the Rhino comes into play. Moving. I can't remember if it was a card draw or I don't remember how. My one complaint about the game is this bell. This will drive me nuts with my wife. She likes to.
No, because I had one of these at work, and I cannot stand when customers ring the bell.
Oh, so it changed. Good.
Oh, I hate bells.
Good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that would be a complaint for parents with youngins.
But while playing it was pretty good.
Yeah.
When you first got it, I did, excessively ring it a little bit.
Yes, she did. So overall, you enjoyed it, right?
I did.
The components are good.
Mm-hmm.
It's in store right now at the BGG Store.
It's BGG.
What did I say?
BBG.
BBG. It's work. Never mind. Used to be a component on the train. So, Cakes is in store at the BGG Store right now, if it's something you're interested in. Thanks for watching. Get gaming. Have fun. Keep your head up. Give me out. If you want to support BGG, go to their website and become a user. Or you could go to the Board Game Geek YouTube website and like their video. Click subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell notification button. Or you could go to the Board Game Geek store, where you'll find board games, promos, accessories, and more. All I am saying is Gift's got some cash. I just been doing it. I don't know why.
Okay.
Well, the first one was the Ganja.
Yeah, Barry Ganja Gamer.
And then the second one was Barry the Gimpy Gamer.
Yeah. B-Ray.
B-Ray. See, that wasn't that painful, was it?
No.